Louisville Metro EMS is saving more lives by administering blood transfusions to trauma patients in the field. Thousands of street rods, custom and muscle cars were in town for the Street Rod Nationals. And Louisville Metro Public Health and Wellness is hosting several vaccine clinics to make the back-to-school season easier for families. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. Getting a blood transfusion in the field can help save the life of a trauma victim before they're able to get to a hospital. Louisville EMS is the first agency in Kentucky and among only 1% of the agencies in the country that now offer a pre-hospital blood delivery program. Mayor Greenberg recently celebrated the 100-day mark of the program with staff.
The EMS paramedics and entire team always respond with such skill and bravery, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they, like me, are always looking to innovate.
Blood is stored in these coolers in the vehicles that roam around town.
Early whole blood transfusion gives these patients a fighting chance. We are excited to be part of this cutting-edge therapy program and proud to offer it to our citizens of Louisville.
The leading cause of preventable death in trauma victims is the loss of blood. And recent studies show that for every minute a traumatic victim does not get blood, mortality odds increase by 2%. Every minute literally counts.
All the success that we've seen in the early days is a testament to what can be achieved with motivated leadership, a mission-driven team of professionals, education and direction, and I'm really grateful to be part of it.
So it goes in through the warmer, gets nice and warm. Just squeeze the trigger, squeezes the blood in. We can get an entire minute of blood in about 2 minutes.
We've seen survival rates of 92% for the patients that have received blood en route to the hospital.
We've already learned a great deal. We're getting better every day. This is only the beginning. We're really, really proud to be a steward of this very, very precious and limited resource. We know there's going to be more survivors, more people that get to return home to their families, and that's what all this work is truly about.
Every life matters, every minute matters, and members of our community are getting a second chance at life thanks to the amazing work of our colleagues at Louisville Metro EMS.
If 92% of our patients have discharged from the hospital now and are home, alive with their families, I really want to see what this looks like a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now.
Due to popular demand, the Friday Frankfort Avenue trolley hop events are returning. We joined District 9 Councilman Andrew Owen and his wife Nancy on the July hop, the first one in several years.
First time I've ever been on a trolley hop, and I live here my whole life.
Really?
We are so excited to be here today for Fat Friday, the Frankfort Avenue Trolley Hop.
My mom would love this.
It's been 6 years since it's run, so we had to start from scratch to pull it back together. Are the stops on the railroad side of the street?
It should be on the right side of the street along Frankfort.
We're already working out some kinks, which is what we kind of expected. This is where we've set up a park and ride for people who don't live in the neighborhood. They can come and park here, hop on the trolley.
So the trolley will be running from Melbourne Art Center to Brownsboro Road and looping back around to Frankfort Avenue. That way riders will have the opportunity to shop with local businesses, stop at restaurants for food and drink specials, enjoy live entertainment and just all of the attractions that are happening today. Just a fun thing to do on a Friday evening with your family, but it also helps to support our local businesses.
We in District 9 are extremely proud of our neighborhoods, and we're extremely proud of our small businesses. So for people who don't get to enjoy them as often as we do, this is an opportunity for them to come and experience that and to see what we get to enjoy all the time. Let's get off at the first stop. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing fine, thank you. Everything in here is something that you would never find anywhere else. People that don't get to experience it all the time can come and visit places like Just Creations. They've got a lot of awesome stuff in here from all over the world that you can't find anywhere else, and it's all fair trade.
We've been here for 35 years.
So somebody's doing something right.
Supporting artisans around the world. Got about 40 different countries represented in our product line, and it's our local customers who keep us alive. Handmade products, home decor, baskets, jewelry, personal accessories, and most important, coffee and chocolate. Comes from countries in Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Middle East. And we're working in a network of fair trade organizations to provide sustainable employment opportunities for the artisans and farmers so that they can support their families in their communities. Fair trade is an opportunity for marginalized artisans to access a market, to have job opportunities they wouldn't normally have, and to participate in the global economy, to earn a fair wage, to work in sustainable employment, and to support their kids.
I am a reluctant shopper, generally speaking. Coming to here makes me feel much better about my purchases. Not only am I supporting a local business, and they have a lot of really cool stuff, but the people that are making it, feeling like I'm helping to support them as well, makes me feel better about my whole shopping experience.
Your purchase is making a difference in a person's life. I would like to think that people bring their values into their shopping experiences when you do need something or you want something, that you're making those choices. You can make good choices and choose to support family workshops in Pakistan and know that the people who've made that product have been paid fairly and are able to support their families.
This is what we have here in District 9 that we want everybody else to experience. So come join us. You probably thought that local bookstores no longer existed. There are still a few. We're in Carmichael's bookstore on Frankfort Avenue, and they're still awesome. All the things that you remember about going to a local bookstore, those things are all still true. Look around. This is what a local bookstore looks like. I can't describe the feel of a local bookstore, but it has a different feel and it has a really nice vibe. So if you want to come down and see a lot of cool books and experience what a local bookstore feels like and what that vibe feels like, come down and join us. Go in.
Like that shirt.
Thank you. You guys know about the trolley hop?
I've been sitting there watching it.
Good. I'm Andrew Owen.
How you doing? Dave Thomas.
Hey, Dave. I'm the council person for this district.
Oh,
so we helped kind of organize this and get it fired back up.
We're sharing the space. Pretzel coffees in the morning. Then we're 2 to 7.
Okay. I would welcome and encourage you to try to connect with Frankfort Avenue Business Association.
Trolley hop is for any and everybody. It's for all ages. You're welcome to hop on and off at our 8 different stop locations to enjoy what the businesses have to offer.
There's so many things about this event that are things that I support and things that we support as a community.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, and we're excited to see you on the Avenue.
The Police Activities League, or PAL, brings together kids, cops, and communities through a variety of activities. Some of the officers and kids recently joined the mayor for a 5K in Iroquois Park.
I feel great. It was hot and hilly today, but wonderful to be out with the kids. Thanks to the Police Activity League for everything LMPD is doing to bringing our community together. Great events like this really help build relationships and trust. The hills are great, although they make it more tough. I just love seeing others from around the community walking, running, walking their dogs, enjoying one of our amazing treasures right here at Iroquois Park.
Iroquois Park is Louisville's Yellowstone, so I'm a neighbor to Iroquois, so obviously I'm partial. Great place to be, really safe course, a lot of fun. So much energy, so many great young people, a lot of fun, a lot of spirit.
You might have noticed thousands of colorful street rods in town for the Street Rod Nationals, which return to Louisville with a mission to preserve, promote, and celebrate the heritage of street rodding.
We're so excited to have street rodders back in town. You know it's August when it's Street Rod Weekend.
We've got street rods this weekend that's bringing people from all 50 states enjoying their wonderful cars. I haven't seen an El Camino in a long time. I love that gray one there. I'm always a sucker for flames. Love those cars with flames behind us, just as I love my 74 Eldorado convertible. Rachel and I always love going out and making the mayor's pick, which is one of the many awards that's issued. I meet great people, I see great cars, I learn something new. So I'm excited to get out there this Saturday.
The cars that are down here on this parade this day are probably a pretty good representation of the variety of cars that you're going to see once you walk in the gates. But I can tell you through experience, we love the city of Louisville. We love the Louisville Expo Center. If you can't come out, tell a friend, because we'd love to show you what we have to offer.
Back to school season is the perfect time to make sure your children's routine immunizations are up to date. And if they're not, Metro Public Health and Wellness has you covered with some vaccine clinics open to the community. Call 574-5380 to schedule one now.
On July 29th, we announced our second case of measles in Jefferson County. This case was a contact of our first case. If we look across the state, there have been 14 cases reported across Kentucky this year. This is remarkable because before these two cases, we had not had a case of measles in Jefferson County since 2011. Nationwide, there have been more than 1,300 cases of measles this year, and the CDC reports that that is the most cases we've had in 33 years. If you take 10 people who don't have any immunity to measles because they've never been immunized, and you put them in a room with somebody with measles, 9 of them will get infected. It's that contagious. People who've never seen measles may say, is this really a big deal? I mean, do I care? Is it not just another viral respiratory illness? Measles can be a life-threatening respiratory illness. 1 in 5 unvaccinated people in the US will need to be hospitalized. 1 in 20 kids may develop pneumonia after a measles infection, and that can be life-threatening. 1 in 1,000 will develop an inflammation of the brain or encephalitis, and that can cause deafness and a lot of other problems. If you take 1,000 people with measles, 1,000 kids, 1 to 3 of those may die of their infection. We've had 3 measles deaths in the US thus far this year. But you know what? Even after you recover from measles, it's not over. Measles infection suppresses the immune system and makes it harder to fight other infections that you're exposed to for months after you recover from measles. So it's best to prevent measles. We know how to prevent measles. We prevent it with vaccination. Measles, mumps, rubella vaccine is safe and it's effective. 2 doses of measles vaccine are 97% effective against preventing measles. We always encourage kids to see their pediatrician or primary care provider for vaccines and other preventive health care. But when it's difficult to get a vaccine appointment, the health department also offers vaccines. We're having a back-to-school vaccine clinic at our Dixie Highway location on August the 5th. And I'm excited to announce that vaccines will be available at the St. Joe's Picnic on August 8th and 9th.
The Franciscan Kitchen is celebrating 45 years of serving their mission to feed the hungry and building trust and fellowship while doing it.
Recognizing our 45th year of serving the homeless and the needy in this part of the city. We're doing around 500 to 600 people a day, and we do it with the help of about 25 volunteers per day. A lot of donations from great businesses here in the city. So we want to thank everybody that helps us here on a daily basis.
I've been coming down here for about 10 years. Very rewarding. Great volunteers. We have a lot of fun.
I have a lot of friends here, and I like to help. And we get here sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning to cook, the ones that cook. So at 1 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, I'm really tired, but I really feel good about what we do.
Twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I enjoy interacting with the people. They're very, very thankful. Most of them are very thankful. We only have a few that, and I guess if I was in the same position, I'd do the same.
45 years you all have been serving our community, serving those in need. To see an organization that is 45 years strong and continuing to get stronger as the needs get bigger is truly inspiring.
Our truck just came in. Here's some of what we get. Let's share, you know? Right. Yeah.
Here's an update from the recent Louisville Metro Council meeting.
Hello, I'm Brent Ackerson, your Metro Council President and the Metro Council representative for District 26. We've just concluded our latest Metro Council meeting, and here are some key highlights.
The Council approved collective bargaining agreements relating to wages, hours, and terms and conditions of employment for certain employees at Metro Parks and Recreation, Metro Corrections, and Emergency Services, Metro Safe Department. Approved an annexation by the City of Indian Hills of Old Federal Road containing 13 homes. Approved an ordinance amending the Louisville Metro Code of Ordinances, Chapter 51, regarding illegal dumping by amending the penalty clauses. Denied the zoning from RR and R4 to PRD at 8000 Broad Run Road, also known as the Reserves at Parklands Phase 2. The Council approved a TIF for the Distillery Commons development area in the Irish Hill neighborhood. Approved an ordinance for a revised detailed district development plan at 16907 and 16907R Aiken Road. Approved an ordinance amending the Louisville Metro Code of Ordinances, Chapter 156, by requiring the clear boarding of vacant at-risk properties. Council approved an ordinance amending the Louisville Metro Code of Ordinances, Chapter 51, regarding the licensing of trash haulers. Approved an ordinance regarding regulated property and restricted metals. The Council approved a contract between LMPD and Norton Children's Medical Group for forensic medical services for abused and neglected children. And finally, Councilman Ken Herndon introduced the District 4 page, Aiden Hinton. And Councilmember Joseph recognized Jorge Blas Batista for being chosen as a Gates Scholar.
Thank you for staying engaged and interested in your local Metro government. Remember, you can watch all our meetings live on Louisville Metro TV, Spectrum Channel 184, or tune in online at louisvillekY.primegov.com/public/portal. Your voice matters to us. If you have any questions, concerns, or ideas, please reach out to your Metro Council representative online at louisvillekY.gov/Metro Council.
And now a look at several events happening this week. Jeffersontown High School standout junior Laren Westmoreland spent his 2024 season in Florida, but came back to Louisville after 6 games. Now he's looking forward to finishing his high school football career strong and thinking about his post-football career too.
J-Town's Laren Westmoreland is proving to be a force on the gridiron, but early on, football wasn't on his mind.
I wasn't into sports at first. I was just a nerd for real. Then my brother, he was like, you might as well play football. That was the odd man out. Everybody else in my household played a sport. So I started with football.
That has turned out to be a brilliant decision. He has become one of the top football recruits in Kentucky, Coming into his junior season, he's already earned multiple big-time college football scholarship offers. Programs such as Michigan State and South Carolina would love to have him on campus.
When did you realize that you were really good at football?
Around 8th grade, I played for the South End Dragons at Doss. It was like my real first football season when I actually played against a good competition. That's what I do. I was like one of the top players in the state.
In 2023, as a freshman, he played on the varsity team for J-Town. He was an impact player for a Chargers team that would eventually win 9 games, the program's best season in more than a decade. Following his freshman success, he decided he wanted to continue his high school football career in Florida.
I wanted to, go against better competition, play against higher ranked players and develop myself against better people so I can, challenge myself and get better looks.
Unfortunately, he was only able to play in 6 games during his sophomore campaign. Hurricane Milton swept through Central Florida, where he was staying with his uncle.
It was actually during the hurricane. We was just, sitting in the living room waiting, talking. He was like, "How do you feel about the hurricane and stuff?" I told him I didn't feel safe and stuff. He was like, "Okay, I know how it feels down here. I've been down here for a while. There's been multiple hurricanes, and I know that it's hard to, think about it and continue sports down here."
So, on his 16th birthday, he moved back to Louisville. And while he couldn't play the remainder of his sophomore year for the Chargers, he was happy to be back home.
Oh, it was great. I get to reunite with my friends. Everyone still shows me love. They showed me love when I got back.
As he gets ready for another year of high school football, he's learned to enjoy the moment. But he's still a nerd at heart. He already has a post-football career in mind.
I was actually going to be a teacher growing up.
Why a teacher?
I was just smart. I always liked math.
Do you still think that being a teacher is in your future?
Yes. After, I retire, or even if I don't make it big, I'll still go to college and get my education degree so I can become a teacher.
What subject would you want to teach and what grade level? And where would you want to teach?
Okay, I would want to teach 8th grade math. I would go back to Highland Middle School, where I went to middle school at.
Here's Mayor Craig Greenberg with his weekly Mayor's Minute.
Hey Louisville, it's certainly been a hot week in Louisville. I know that well because I just finished the Police Activity League 5K here at Iroquois Park, bringing together kids, cops, and the community. A great program from LMPD that is working to build stronger relationships with LMPD and the entire community, starting with our kids. And speaking of building trust and strengthening relationships with the community and our police department, this week we also created our Community Safety Commission, announcing the new members who are going to participate in working to continue to improve public safety every day, strengthen relationships with LMPD, and get reports from the independent monitor who's going to be overseeing the community commitment, Louisville's consent decree.
In other first responder news, this week we marked 100 days of Louisville EMS's new and innovative pre-hospital blood delivery program, the first of its kind in Kentucky. This life-saving program is already making a real impact thanks to amazing partners like the American Red Cross and U of L hospitals. And we celebrated 45 years of the Franciscan Kitchen in Smoketown, serving meals and keeping everyone in the community fed, no questions asked. We also had a lot of fun in Schnitzelburg at the 55th Annual World Championship Dainty Contest, celebrating a one-of-a-kind local tradition. And finally, don't miss Race the Runway tomorrow morning at Bowman Field, the kickoff to this year's Planet Fitness Mayorthon Series. The race starts at 9 a.m. It should be a great respite from this heat wave we've had, as it should be cooler temperatures tomorrow. See you there and see you next week.
There's always something fun to do in Louisville. Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism has suggestions for events you might enjoy this month.
Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. Here are a few things happening around Louisville this week. One of the most anticipated summer traditions returns when Louisville gears up for the brightly colored street rods and vintage automobiles wheeling around town as the city welcomes back the annual Street Rod Nationals, July 31st through August 3rd at the Kentucky Exposition Center. You can expect to see over 10,000 vintage cars. For another family fun event, the Bernardo Circus returns to Louisville with its all-new production, Far Beyond, running through August 10th at the Turf Muck Great Lawn in Waterfront Park. This modern twist on the classic circus features Broadway-style performances, aerialists, jugglers, and more under the iconic red and white striped tent. On August 1st, enjoy the annual Louisville Jazz Festival with the top names performing in the beautiful Iroquois Amphitheater. The Maid Market Louisville Summer event will take place on Saturday, August 2nd at the Melwood Arts Center. This curated handmade market showcases top local and regional makers offering high-quality, unique, and on-trend goods. Louisville's Broadway stage is featuring the Tony Award-winning musical The Wiz at the Kentucky Center through August 2nd. This timeless musical features an infusion of ballet, jazz, and modern pop. For music lovers, don't miss Macy Gray bringing her On How Life Is 25th anniversary tour to the Mercury Ballroom on August 4th. Find out more details about these events and others at gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
What's your most memorable summer job experience? Metro TV's Tony Rollins took to the streets of Louisville to find out.
My first job, well, it was my favorite job. My favorite job ever was working at a store called Home Crafters, and it was a store that was before its time. It was very much like Lowe's or Home Depot. In today's time, it would have been the perfect store.
I'm a musician, so that's kind of something I do pretty much every summer. Also, as a kid, I used to pick up cans and stuff at local town festivals and take the cans in and get some cash for it. So those are pretty much the things I do in the summer. I try not to work too much in the summer.
Worked a job at a greenhouse. That's kind of interesting. It's a little unorthodox, but it was kind of an interesting little experience.
I don't know if it'd be fun or if it was fun, but for $7.25 an hour, I was washing semi-trucks.
I play drums, and I've been mowing lawns and playing drums basically since birth, so that's kind of my shtick.
And my favorite summer job was I drove a bev cart at a country club for multiple summers. It was very chill. It was early mornings for college. That was a little hard, but sitting outside and just hanging out was great.
I think my first job was Little Caesars. I guess you could consider it a summer job as well. I definitely met some of my best friends there that I still have to today.
And my first job, which was my favorite summer job, was at Tamworth, New Hampshire, and I was a stage manager at a theater.
My first job was wrapping Christmas presents at my father's office, which was really a lot of fun. So it gave me my own Christmas money.
Louisville Metro Animal Services has several dogs, cats, kittens, and puppies that are all looking for a good home. That's it for Louisville This Week. Please share Louisville Metro TV with your friends and family and join us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X. You can also download our Louisville Metro TV app on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Have a wonderful week.